Let there be peace and love. Welcome to Satsang. The secret to peace is to realize yourself. The secret is not to pick up your mind. And this doesn't fall into sometimes yes, sometimes no, because you are already what's real before any thought arise of permanency or temporality. So know that not to pick up the mind is most valuable. Now, of course, as often we come to satsang because we are searching to emancipate. So one believes that he exists only through the mind, because he's a mind, because he's a body. So that is the misunderstanding of yourself. And where the misunderstanding stays, just the moment you don't pick up your mind. Who is there that you are someone at that time? What's that? And still, it's not that there is nothing. Still something is there. Know that it is your own real self. And it will be obvious when the curiosity into this mind to bring any enlightenment or emancipation or great knowledge about it will go. Because you don't even imagine how attached a seeker becomes with knowledge. Knowledge about spirituality. And that will never make him free. Is the moment he gives up even that. Even that. Then the self, what is, which doesn't depend on time and space, is obvious. Yet you have to hear, it is of the most value, it's only here that you may taste peace. That you are peace itself, in fact, and nowhere else. You have to hear that again and again, rather than again and again talk about peace, liberation, and all of the kind. So please don't allow any unclarity or confusion to invade you. Just tell why you are still searching. And if you don't search, still maybe there is a sense of something is still lacking. So just expose how to yourself, you see. What is it? Where you place yourself? Where do you fix yourself through conviction or through doubts? Because any place you stand on makes a platform looks like real. It gives somehow, that is the magic of this appearance, and that magic can be completely rooted out exactly just by not going into the mind. If you go into the mind, you feed the magic, you see, the hypnotism with the mind. That's it. It's up to you to ask me anything you want about that. Don't feel shy, we are alone. We had a quite unusual weekend, quite turbulent, quite blissful in the appearance, and nothing makes you question. If it is really so, chapeau, then what else you need to learn? But I cannot believe that it is so for everybody. So you have to, don't think that anybody else, and of course I include myself and I include all the teachers, can do the work for you. The one who speaks about that can indicate, but it is up to you to go into the indication. Nobody else can do it for you. Any doubt about that? Tell. Anything, just speak out. Otherwise, you see, it will be like, I'm silent now, but I know I can always pick up something in drawers I have. Yeah.
How does one discern?
How is one?
How does one discern the difference between a state of the mind and real silence?
When there is somebody there, he will always speak about that state, and he will always know what he lives, even if it is in terms of undescribability. When there is nobody to speak or to talk or to rest somewhere. That's real silence. And also a state, you see, is not permanent. Even though I know the mind is very tricky. He is dual, and often he speaks like that. Oh, I am identified, busy like this, but I know underground I'm totally silent. All this is still because there is a state. When silence means no talk. And it's possible only when the I, which rises, has been devoided of its substance. It's unreal, you see. It's unreal by nature. So, talking or not talking, it will not grasp what you really are. It will not disturb the silence you really are. Any talk you grasp, any knowledge you grasp. If you cannot grasp, for example, when you sleep, it's not permanent. And you see, some people make practice to be aware in sleep. It is still the mind. There is what you are, you can call it an awareness, but which is not the belonging, the owning of someone. It's always there, that you sleep or not. So that you can check yourself, you see, by yourself. So, what made you ask this question? Must be a state where you are starting to doubt about itself. Otherwise, why should you listen to that question?
The state or the disappearance where there's just absolute nothing.
Okay, dear. The disappearance, there is absolutely nothing. Don't stop there, otherwise something else will reappear. The same thing which disappears will reappear. You see, no experience is it, but you stop too early. When I disappear, suddenly you say, I'm free, I disappeared. But it's an experience. It happened, it was not there before. So don't stop there. No, hear well, that whatever you can know, you can watch, it's not it. So don't stop at disappearance. And then I want to see if there is any question about that. You have to hear again and again that whatever appears, let it be the disappearance. It appears, otherwise how do you know? Who lives that? It's a thought. An experience is a thought. Don't pick it up. I just said don't pick up the mind. Because it's unreal. It speaks only about unreality. And we are bound to have this experience because we believed so much that we appear. I'm born, I appeared. that when we have an experience of disappearance before death, it's attached to the appearance. The concept, I was born now, or I'm getting unborn, I am dying. But it's linked, it is still the mind. Don't stop anywhere. Don't pick up anything. Yeah, hi.
This is probably a beginner's question, but I'm still gonna ask.
No, doesn't matter. You're in satsang. It's your right. What's your name?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
The past weeks, a lot of burning has been going on inside. A lot of burning sensations in the body, especially in the belly.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still a lot of resistance to that. And something can observe the resistance and the attachment to the body.
Mm.
But that seems like a lot of work to go into the observer's position time and again. And, it seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah, and I wonder if, how to dissolve the resistance.
You have to dissolve rather the witness. Always something will happen in this body, don't worry. Always. Pleasure or pain, resistance or acceptance. That is not the point. It's not a problem. The problem is the witness. You make yourself a witness. Before it was, what? A seeker or somebody, no? Somebody. Okay. And now because you work on those things and you heard, I'm not the body probably, you think that you are burning enough of your body that one day your body burns and then you will not be your body. It's not like that. It's not like that. You see, the problem, if there is any, but since we believe there is something wrong, is I am a body, and now I hear I'm not the body, so I have to make this body with no resistances so it looks like I'm not the body. So you touch things concerning I. But you see, when you say I, it's full of beliefs. You tell me if it is not like that. I means I am born. I am even a woman, and this and that. I belong to this, maybe this is dropped, but I am something. So I is rather the misunderstanding. So you have to, first of all, you have to understand that, to be clear about that. So that this could be questioned. What is this I? Am I the one I think I am? Or am I the one I feel I am? Or I sense I am? And here you have to hear it probably many times. Whatever you feel, whatever you sense, whatever you know, you are not. It belongs to the world of I am born, of appearance, which appears and disappears, which plays upon that which is real, which doesn't have a start, which doesn't have an end, which doesn't depend on anything. That's what I am. So, question, with this I, and then any answer you have, it's not it. And if you hesitate, ask. Yeah.
I have such a strong desire to live and to express myself.
Yeah.
And then confusion arises in the mind, like a conflict, like I'm split, because it's very clear that I'm right here, and that I want freedom of this mind.
But the mind should appear in a certain way. Yeah.
And then just this desire to express or live, it's I understand intellectually that it is in the mind, but I feel it like just in the guts.
No, it is in the guts of the human being.
Yes.
You are, sure, of course. Of course.
And then
You feel split.
yes.
Yes, here you see, I cannot choose for you, but I can just tell you that, of course, which sane human being would not like to live, and generally it goes to express and to, to be blossomed. That's one surge. Now there is another surge which boycotts that, which is, I want to know myself. I want to know what's real, what is beyond this absurdity of life, meaningless or meaningful, depends on each one. So you see, there is a price to pay for both searches. For the expression, you have to work on your creativity, on your openness, so that creativity can come and blossom. Agree? And for freedom, the price to pay is to give that desire, to make him one with the desire for freedom, to take the risk that in the end, whatever the end is for you, you may not express anything in this life, or not as you think, because any life is anyway an expression, or something that you intuitively guessed will come out, but nobody knows. It's a risk to pay or to surrender, and that's up to you. But you also, you see, anyway, with the desire for freedom, It looks we are not yet dead in this body, and we all sit and we meet each other. So it has a life. Yeah? It has a life. And it has a life that you want or not. It has a certain color. And in time, you will not remain like this anyway. It has its own span of time. So I would run for freedom. Because anyway, it's not up to your will to be decent or that. And if it is natural to you, it will anyway come. Yet you are totally free to discriminate and to do what you like. Yeah, I wanted to say more. I forgot my point actually. The desire for freedom takes a split second. A split second. But of course, to come to that split second, you need a strong desire to be free. You see? Till that desire is alone. Yeah, hi.
I just want to expose that I'm hiding all the time. This time I tried behind a tree, but it's not big enough for me, so it's like a perfect mirror at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm exposing myself.
But don't worry, even with that I can reply to you. Okay.
So that's really like showing myself, but just there's so much fear, to expose myself.
Okay.
Or just show it. And the fear is all the time just holding me back.
Okay.
So
Where?
really,
It holds you back where?
It's in my body. So
Okay.
I can really feel that. I can also see it. But my body just holds me really back. It goes into my body and cannot move anymore.
Okay. But first of all, what do you want? What is your goal?
I want freedom. Yeah.
Freedom in the body in this life? Or no? Okay. Okay. So you must have heard already a few times, I am not the body, I am not the mind. Yeah. And the mind cannot take it, of course. It tries hard sometimes, but it cannot take it. And he will invent a lot of things not to take it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's part of the trick of the mind.
But how can I not get involved that much?
How can
How can I get not so much involved?
moved?
Involved.
Involved, sorry. Involved. That's up to your fire
Is it
to
just
be free.
Okay.
In the sense that, okay, because you have resistance, but some have extreme pain even, you see. Maybe it's even the case. It's not that it's a permanent state where I put you, but you have to dedicate a moment, not discarding anything which happens in your body, in your emotions, and in your cocoa here, in your coconut here. A moment. And every time you have this, it's freedom, I have to I have to see this life, before I die. You do that. And that will work for you. Because you, as a man, as a human being, you are helpless. And hopeless, I tell you. So, what will ruin this basic concept, body-mind, is to dedicate that moment, you see. Alone, you don't grasp what you are generally grasping. And even next. Then, okay, life continues, doesn't matter. You will see how it ruins the so-called reality of it. For that, you see, you have to really give up all ideas you have about freedom. That freedom. Otherwise, it will maintain something in your appearance. It will be maintained by something in your appearance. Yes. Yes. Hi.
Mind is very noisy.
Noisy mind.
Noisy. I felt like I don't want to miss this opportunity just to expose. It's about, as I said, being here, I see the mind there somewhere, but still noisy. And here, it's nothing, space, and settling. And I've been caught up in this over here, and in beliefs that I should stay there because there are triggers in that space, and I need to look at the triggers. Why am I disturbed? And I've been convinced that that's necessary, to stay in the mind, to understand why I'm triggered, why I have a problem with others, with situations. And when I put this aside, I come back to a place where that doesn't matter. And I feel like I'm leaving it, actually. There's still some pain, but having been caught so grasped so acutely, and I see that actually all is fine, and I think I'm asking, do I just need to come back here and the rest will dissipate?
You have not to go back anywhere. Anywhere.
Stay.
Stay where?
Yeah, there's nowhere. That was easy.
Yes. Now don't make that a something, please. Again.
Ganga,
What? Yeah.
I want to talk about devotion.
Devotion.
Yeah. There's absolutely great, like for the master, and still there is this personality that it's not the sainthood.
It is not
It's
the
not
same.
sainthood.
It's not. And there's guilt.
Guilt.
Like, it seems like when there's a devotion, it's supposed to be like the personality is supposed to be like absolutely sainthood, like.
Don't have an image. That's real gratefulness, you know.
Ganga?
Yeah.
I understood the realization, the revelation is available here now, and that I am creating obstacles for that. And then I ask myself, who is creating obstacles for that? But then in the end I see again that I'm expecting someone to be enlightened, or I'm expecting someone to be free.
But that was before you asked the question. You're expecting before you had this concept, you see? Now, if you really ask, who am I? How can you go back to that concept again? How can you? It means you have never asked so far, who am I? Because you see, who am I? So, I still have the concept that I will be enlightened. It's an idea, yeah, that you have. Now, if you ask, who am I? You have to leave behind the ideas you have, the belief of anything you think of yourself, to be able to ask, who am I? Is really a funny little loop only on the subject, actually. So that you don't bring the subject with you anymore at some point. So know that when the moment you ask that subjective question, whatever comes up after, don't go there. Don't go there, otherwise again you pick up your mind, again you pick up your old concept that you really want to make disappear by this question. It would be a pity, no? So whatever appears, even if it is all bloody tyrant concept that you know, don't look at it. It has no value. It's an imagination of the mind. Don't be impressed by its appearance. You don't go there. But you need fire, huh? It will not be done when you are the most peaceful and quite okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, now it's better. You see, I tell you, before, in the time of Ramana, this question was forgotten too. It was in the Vedas already, but Ramana picked it up to make it really important and grace to that. But then after Ramana, and I am at fault also a lot, so it becomes like a practice. Please, don't make it a practice. You just pick that up. First of all, it can be done in a different way. Don't pick up your mind. That's it, you see. For some reason, if it makes sense for you then to ask who am I, know that it's to be finished. It can be once enough. Once it is enough. So you have to be in that fighter to have the right to be your own self and not to be the mind again. It's a risk. Otherwise, if you ask in a different mood, it will not work, I tell you. It will not work. Forget them. Better that to speak of, I don't know, oh, I am in a Shakti energy, in the body, and I don't know what to do with that. It's better. Tell where you are. And then we see. Don't make it a practice. Keep it don't banalize that, you see. Keep it a pearl. Keep it. It's an open secret, but keep it secret. Yeah.
When you say don't catch the mind, don't go in, just it's there to say before why you go, why you grasp, why you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How the what I'm thinking in what's happening in the mind, just go, and I don't take it and go with it. Okay, but still,
What do you expect? What do we expect? Interesting now. An expectation is where? In the mind. In the mind. Don't pick up the mind.
and how it's don't pick up.
Don't pick up how? Like that? Because you see, you still believe you have not heard enough, even though you hear, but maybe not enough. You still believe that if I reply to how with the best answer possible, which knocks you out, it will make it. No, my dear, it may be an experience that you will get, it will not make it. The mind has to shut up. It cannot have the food of the best answer. Otherwise, it will continue. I'm still there. Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
in interaction with the outer world, it happens very quickly that that you actually don't want to pick up the mind or get. You just want to be,
Oh
present.
no! In interactions, you just be normal. You interact, and what happens after interaction? That's interesting.
But in that moment when you maybe say yes to something you actually didn't want to, but
That is your problem. That is samsara, and in its complication, I'm not going to fix that. Surely not. The point is, where are you before interactions happen, and where are you after the interaction is ended? Where do you place yourself? Yeah.
So I just see that I'm making loops again and again because
Okay.
I feel I'm serious and I ask, and I think I'm reading, and I really want that, and everything I get is just experience, like tack, something stopped, or you talk and it stopped, and then what? And then the I appear again, so nothing happened.
No.
It's like this all the time.
Yeah, but listen. It's not because I appear that it is the I which appeared before. It's because you believe that I should never appear again. Everybody thinks so. This is a problem. They have an image of liberation. Oh, when you are liberated, then you so much are abiding in yourself that there is no I anymore and nothing. But listen, these are images. Now, I'm very happy you say that something stops, yeah? You know that stop. And when it's real a stop, I is not there. No, don't make a problem when I appear. No, that it's just a thought. Even it looks more than a thought because this body will react to circumstances, will make mistake, will not make mistake, and you will be a bit engaged and all that. All that is finished. Where are you left? Where? If you don't have this concept, it should not have appeared. I should not have been reacting this way if I was free. Where are you left? Where you always have been. And you see, if you don't doubt about it, the doubt which arose now will be ruined. More and more. More and more. Till there is even no question. So, the emphasis is the moment you are by yourself. Who cares? Who cares about the rest? But don't think that this will be suddenly so harmonized that it will not feel anything much. It's all about degrees. Somebody, otherwise you would die. But if you're still alive, those who are liberated alive, the concept is, it will be like a feather floating in this planet in a detached way, No,
I don't think that.
no.
I
But
just
you
want that I
see,
don't
you
take it
think
for real.
so, but in
Just
not
when it
in.
appears, I know it's not that. I just want that when something appears, I know that it's not that. I know that I will feel or I will. But so something has to like.
Listen. If you so stop now. When it happens, you feel you are immediately in it and all that. This is what you say. Why not? Why not? When this busyness is done, where are you? But that's what I say. Sandwich with self, when I say self here, it's real self. Sandwich that, let it sandwich the world, the appearances. So you start from that, myself. Something happens, it's the inside of the sandwich. Okay, finito, you finish, you will put, where are you? Something happened, well, vaguely there is a sandwich there, but who cares? No, but you see, like this, I say that because those moments of stop will remove the Shakti, the electricity that looks like being in this appearance. You see? Not that it will not be full of Shakti, but it will remove the so-called reality. I mean that. It will ruin it. If you never stop, it will never be ruined. So, don't worry.
I find myself sorely lacking devotion, lacking fire. Actually, it seems I've lost any interest, even in life.
It's a beautiful description of somebody freed, maybe. But if you ever pain about that, what can I do? There are also ideas about yourself. Doesn't matter. You see, that's why it's very important to, I see in general, but can also hear, not to try to transform this body-mind. Because you see then, if you are successful, for example, in the transformation, you left a gross, full of smoke and junky food body, to you become a light body, pure, sattvic eventually, and then you have less Shakti also, you have less energy. Then what? All these are images of yourself. They are experiences you have a certain period of time in your life. I was like this, now I'm like this, I will be like this. It's all about what you think of yourself. It has no value regarding what's real. It has no value. It doesn't matter if you are like this or like this or like this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And sometimes those experiences are not provoked, especially they come naturally also. Know that it's just stages of this personality, of this person. It's not about what you are. Yeah.
So when you say don't stop, where do you go?
Don't stop at this question and you will know. Yeah. You see, the mind is absolutely uncomfortable if it doesn't know where he stands or where he goes. The mind freaks out. It's true. Let him freak out once, it's so good.
think I just left the habit to be transformed. So it's just left.
Yes, nice. Lucky you. Lucky you. So, where are you? So you see, you are always that. Habits is to always look into the mind to see if something happens. According to circumstances, maybe nothing happens here and nothing happens in a few instants of the life. But we always look somewhere, you see, somewhere. We look to what's happening, we look to silence, to what's not happening. Just know that what you look, it's not it. You are that which can look. It's simple. It's simple because you have not to attain it. Mm-hmm. Just know the mechanism of the mind, that's all. And there you cannot develop a preference, because if it looks silent, it will go anyway, because it is in the world of appearance. So don't develop a preference, it should be like this. It will never happen, because nothing is permanent in the appearance. Mm. Yeah. Hi. How is God today?
So today I come with actually a little bit of sorrow. I was talking yesterday for maybe 2 hours to my teacher in India, and he has been my guru, my teacher for maybe 6 years. I live with him and his family for a long time. But now he says to me, I am his teacher. That I am his teacher, and like I lose my teacher. Do you understand?
No.
That she is now
About
his teacher.
teacher. Yeah, what about teachers? Yeah, you wonder if he's still your teacher?
No, he told me last night. It changed.
It changed.
It changed, like he said, he is no longer my teacher.
Oh.
But he say like I'm his teacher now, which is a bit bizarre.
He's a wonderful guy. He's a wonderful guy. You spoke about God to him?
I live with him and his family for months.
He's a very good guy.
I live with him and his
He has to learn about God, yeah.
He knows all my life.
Yeah, no, but I'm insisting about, he's a good man.
Yeah.
He recognizes that maybe he has something more to learn.
But I experience loss. Because I lose my teacher now. And I don't want to be his teacher. I don't know anything.
You don't need to be a teacher to be the teacher of somebody.
But so my question is, like, I understand now how to I know that. But
Let me laugh first. Wait! Okay, I'm ready.
So now I comprehend how to leave the mind, blah, blah, blah. But, so how much time? So the emotions is something I'm not sure of. Okay, so the memories, the past, present, future, I get this. But the emotions, now I experience loss, right?
No, right.
But my mind is trained as a psychologist. You have to process the pain, feel the pain. It's okay. I get stuck with the emotions. This is new.
You see them like you were saying before, other things. You see, your body will feel something, your heart probably something, that's why you call it sadness. But who are you? It's about who you are, it's not about what you experience. Who are you? But I am attached to my feeling. Yes. But no, then it's because of attachment, okay. I don't want to simply be myself. Okay, know it. Just know it. It's already quite enough just to know it.
But I feel sort of, I don't know, okay, my mind loops. I know the mind, man. But like it loops and then I go into respect. And I owe this man the respect to feel sadness and blah, blah, blah. So, I know.
But you can still respect him. He's a human being, no? And you learned with him so many years. No problem about that. Even you have to respect anything, no? Okay, then. Only in India you can find that. A teacher who tells suddenly to his student, now you are my teacher because you know more than me. Only in India. Amazing. I appreciate very much. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just to say that they know the values of things. Tell him to see some YouTube of Papaji. Tell him what I say. Of course. Yes. Oh. Something enough for now. So let's have a try.